For the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. All I want to do is just keep loving him more and more. Because God is so awesome. And big shout out to my man, Jarvis. JT, why so many people prefer a smaller church? Can you do a video on that? And I think I did this a while back on smaller churches, medium-sized churches, because I know from my experience down here in Texas and going all the way around the world, I'm going to tell you a good reason why people want to go to a bigger church. First of all, a little church got so much mess in it, people can see all your business. Big churches got their mess too, but they can hide it because it's so big. But the main reason I understand why people go to a smaller or medium-sized church because they want a relationship with their pastor. Because when a pastor cannot be reached, and I hear people say this all the time, I need to know my pastor. I need to know that I can call him. I can go up to him out the church and talk to him. I need to know that he can counsel me. But if he can't be reached, he don't have time for all of that. So what do? They go to a smaller church where they gain a relationship with a pastor. And when you can't be reached as a pastor, that's a bad thing. Because people need to be prayed for. They're not strong enough like they should be. And they want their pastor to pray for them. And it's bad when you can't get your own pastor on the phone. A man that don't have time to pastor a church, he don't need to pastor it. Because you got to get outside of your own family and deal with it. Just like me as a minister of music, I feel like a pastor every time because I don't just talk to my choir. I deal with everybody. My phone rings all day long. JT, pray for me. Man, I'm going through, brother. Can you do this for me? Yes. It'll get on your nerves. But you got to go that extreme as a pastor. So people tend to go to a smaller church where they can be having a relationship, and then they want to be a part of something because in a lot of big churches, you can't do nothing without filling out a million paperworks and having to audition for things. And nothing against the bigger churches. I know how it go in a lot of churches. And you see more people going to a smaller church, but then you got a lot that go to a bigger church. Because some people want to stay comfortable and don't want to do nothing because they know if they keep going to one church and just being a pew member, somebody going to have a problem with it. So if they go to a bigger church, there's so many people in there, can't nobody see you and don't nobody know you. I love to have a relationship with my pastor. I need to know that I can call you on the phone. I got a problem. And people do this. So that's just my input. And there's so many different other reasons why people prefer a smaller church also. Yeah. But there's so much mess in a smaller church, and by a smaller church being so little, I never understood in a smaller church, the church is so small, but you can't get 10 people to get along because everybody in there want to be stuck on this power tip. I got to be in control. I got to have power. And what they do, somebody else will leave, go start up another church. Get into it, go leave, start up another church. Next thing you know, you got 5 or 6 churches on one street. Yeah, and they ain't got 50 members in there. And they don't even associate with each other because it's the same church. You just done started your messing with somewhere else with it. So why not go to a bigger church where I can just be comfortable and don't worry about nothing? And then a lot of the bigger churches is bringing that word. Yeah. And pastors hate on the bigger church. I tell them in a minute, you should have been doing something right, and they might not would have had your member. So many people hate on T.D. Jakes. They hate on Ricky Rush. They hate on Tony Evans at Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship. Haters. They hate on Pastor Frederick Haynes. They hate on Full Gospel. Oh, yeah. I like Full Gospel say, "Your tithes at work." Big old sign out front. And when you see that sign, you can see your tithes at work. Instead of these smaller churches taking up all this money and can't get a doorknob fixed. But I'm going to leave this video alone. God bless you.